Hello friends, welcome to youtube.com oblique Dr. Vet channel. Here we see veterinary science and animal husbandry lectures. I am Dr. P.R. Patel, Professor and Head. Here in this presentation, we discuss very important disease, Cushing syndrome in dog. It will be in several parts. In part 1, in this presentation, we will discuss synonym, introduction, normal physiology, etiology and epidemiology of Cushing syndrome in dog. Here we see the synonyms of the Cushing syndrome. There are two synonyms, Cushing disease and hyperadrenocorticism. See here some book mentioned Cushing disease and some book mentioned Cushing syndrome. So what is Cushing disease? Cushing disease is a specific type of Cushing syndrome where there is a pituitary tumor. Remember here, pituitary tumor, then it is called as Cushing disease, and this pituitary tumor causes the body to make too much cortisol hormone. So here the main cause is the pituitary tumor, and due to this there is too much cortisol, that is hypercortisolism, and this hypercortisolism is secondary, not the primary. It is secondary due to pituitary tumor. Remember this thing. Cushing disease make up about 70% of the Cushing syndrome cases. So when the cause is a pituitary hyperplasia or tumor, it is a Cushing disease. If it is other causes, then it is Cushing disease plus other disease, total makes Cushing syndrome. Clear? Now the second synonym is hyperadrenocorticism. Hyper, increased secretion of cortisol by adrenal cortical gland, and that leads to elevated adrenocortical hormone, that is the cortisol. And here the cortisol is the important hormone that decides the disease. Here we see introduction about Cushing disease. Important thing that will make you to understand what is the Cushing syndrome. So Cushing syndrome is a collection of signs and symptoms, that is syndrome, due to prolonged exposure for a long time, chronic, to what? To glucocorticoid such as cortisol. So if the cortisol is continuously, chronically exposed a long time in the circulation, it produces several group of signs and symptoms, that is called as Cushing syndrome, and this is mainly caused by the pituitary adenoma. And this pituitary adenoma means a tumor of the pituitary secretes adrenocorticotropic hormone, popularly known as ACTH. This ACTH stimulates adrenal gland, and adrenal gland, especially adrenal cortex, secretes cortisol. If this cortisol is continuously or a prolonged exposure or a chronic high level of cortisol in the blood, it produces signs and symptoms that is called as Cushing syndrome. Now it is clear what is Cushing syndrome. Now, the disease Cushing syndrome depends on main two causes. One, pituitary dependent hyperadrenocorticism and adrenal dependent. Here the first one, pituitary dependent, means pituitary is the main cause. That causes hyper increased secretion of adrenocortical cortisol, and another group is adrenal dependent, where the main cause is the adrenal gland. This Cushing syndrome is very common in dog. So all our presentation is on dogs only. Disease occur very rare in cats and no disease in other species. Remember, so Cushing syndrome is a mainly disease of the dog. Friends, to understand the Cushing syndrome properly, first we understand normal physiology. If we know normal, it is easy to understand the abnormal, that is Cushing syndrome. You know popularly HPA axis. The word H means hypothalamus, P means pituitary, A means adrenal. This makes an axis that is called as HPA axis. Now the secretion of ACTH is controlled by three intercommunicating parts already described in figure. One is the hypothalamus, other is the pituitary gland, and third is the adrenal gland. And this is called as hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis. In short, it is called as HPA. Friends, we discuss here normal physiology. First, hypothalamus, that is in the brain. Hypothalamus secretes corticotropin releasing hormone called CRH in response to stress. Whenever there is stress, this hypothalamus secretes corticotropin releasing hormone. So it is here plus. Now this CRH stimulates pituitary gland for secretion of ACTH. Here is the pituitary gland. So CRF, F means factor, H means hormone, is one and the same. This CRH stimulates pituitary to secrete adrenocorticotropic hormone, ACTH. Now this ACTH act on adrenal cortex to release cortisol. This ACTH acts on or stimulate adrenal gland to secrete cortisol. So what will happen? There is an increase of cortisol in blood circulation. Concentration of cortisol increase in blood circulation. So that causes a negative feedback, that is the inhibitory control. So here there is negative feedback control when the cortisol level of the blood goes high, and that decrease the amount of CRF released from the thalamus. So here see, this negative feedback by the cortisol, it suppresses the secretion of the CRF. Also, it it causes the suppression of the ACTH also. So ACTH maintain cortisol concentration level required for homeostasis. Thus, if cortisol level is maintained normally, this is a normal physiology, normal homeostasis. When there is normal, then there is no disease. Friends, now we are talking about abnormality of this hypothalamus, pituitary and adrenal cortex. So here etiology. So etiology are four. One is pituitary dependent, means main etiology is depend on the pituitary. Pituitary is the cause. It causes hyperadrenocorticism, increased level of the cortisol. For example, tumor of the pituitary gland, pituitary microadenoma, and pituitary hyperplasia. These are the main causes. About 70 to 80% causes are due to this, and this is called as a Cushing disease. It is a part of Cushing syndrome. But when main cause is the pituitary, it is called as a Cushing disease. When the causes are pituitary plus other causes, it is called as a Cushing syndrome. Now this tumor and hyperplasia results in excessive secretion of the ACTH, and that results adrenocortical hyperplasia. Now when there is hyperplasia, it secretes more cortisol, continuous secretion of cortisol, supraphysiological level more, and chronic one. And due to this cortisol, the main offender, that results into Cushing syndrome. Clear? When the cortisol level increase for a prolonged time, a long time, chronic, continuously, it results into Cushing syndrome, certain group of signs and symptoms. The another group of etiology is hypothalamic disorder. Here in the first we have seen pituitary is the cause. Now here hypothalamus disorder. Excess secretion of corticotropin releasing factor or hormone CRF that causes adrenocortical hyperplasia. Again, because of this hyperplasia, again secretion of more cortisol and Cushing syndrome. The third etiology is adenocarcinoma or adenoma of the adrenal gland. First we have seen the pituitary fault, second we have seen hypothalamus fault, and now third the adrenal gland disease or fault. This also leads to excessive secretion of the adrenal cortisol. Excessive secretion for a prolonged time, for a chronic time, supraphysiological, more than requirement, that causes Cushing syndrome. So these three organ disease, pituitary, hypothalamus and adrenal gland disease, causes increased level of chronic cortisol level of the circulation, causes Cushing syndrome. Sometimes the doctor, clinician is also a cause, that is called as iatrogenic causes. When clinician gives the continuous injections of exogenous steroid, chronic excessive administration of this exogenous steroid, especially glucocorticoid or ACTH, that also causes excessive secretion of the cortisol and produce Cushing syndrome. Here we discuss some of the important epidemiological factors that is important for a clinician. For the diagnosis, it is important. So certain breeds are at a more risk. These breeds are miniature poodles, Dachshunds, Boxers, Boston Terriers, Yorkshire Terriers, Staffordshire Terriers and Beagles. These breeds are highly susceptible. Important for a clinician. Again, the large breed dogs frequently have a adrenal tumor, so they are also at a risk. Age factor also plays a role. The Cushing disease is seen more in middle age to older dogs, especially 7 to 12-year-old dogs. Distinct predilection to this disease, Cushing syndrome, is observed in females. Of the 4 females, 3 males show the disease. So, sex predilection is also there of the total cases. Of the total cases affected dogs, remember here for clinician important, 85 to 90% cases suffer from benign pituitary tumor and remaining 10 to 15% cases are due to adrenal tumor. This statistic is important for clinician for diagnosis at the same time treatment. So 85 to 90% cases are due to benign pituitary tumor and remaining 10 to 50% cases of the dogs are due to adrenal tumor. I have discussed this Cushing syndrome and Cushing disease, its etiology, epidemiology from practical point of view, from clinician point of view. Requested to share this information to veterinary students and veterinarians so that can provide a better service to the animal. Please like this slide, press like button. Requested to subscribe to promote the channel. Thank you very much for observing this video. Next time we are coming with Cushing syndrome part 2. Thanks.